This is Biggie Juice. This is not Vegas. If y'all don't watch me, I'll kick your ass with this stick. You.
First, I'm rehearsing with the leaders of this country. I'm gonna talk to the leaders and ask them if they're fine with the megaphone.
Are you trying to have sex with me? Get out of my mind! Get out of my free will! Get out of my way! Humanity is going interstellar.
These are my guys. These are my guys, large fry.
Hello, Ops. Seems like you misinterpreted my 10 a.m. League of Legends rank game for a lack of motion. Couldn't have been more wrong.
Got a meme here that I put in my stack and I lost. But man, does it say it all. Can't find it now.
It's always every year the season starts with me being told by other people how good my team is, and then it ends with everyone telling me how bad my team is. And it's like, I don't need you to tell me, dude. I already know. I never have hope at the beginning of any Falcons season whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's a life of pain. I mean, Kirk Cousins is doing pretty good right now, though. He's kind of on fire.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Kirk Cousins is? You don't know.
Am I supposed to?
You don't know who Kirko Chains is?
I have no idea.
What? You like that? You like that? That guy? Wow. You just watch basketball, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Whatever.
And UFC.
Yeah, well, yeah, UFC.
What do you mean, whatever?
Whatever. College football in the NFL, you know. I'm not like watching every game that's on, but
I don't even
I
really
keep
have
up with
time
my
for that.
teams.
I'll watch some highlights every once in a while.
Should I even let myself have time for that?
What, football?
Yeah.
No, I think you're capped. I think
I think I'm pretty stuffed.
I'm just happy you got into basketball and not like Premier League soccer or something like that.
I was gonna say hockey.
No, hockey's okay. Well, we used to have a hockey team. Coyotes used to be around.
Wait,
they're gone.
We don't have a hockey team anymore?
No.
I forgot. We don't have a hockey team anymore.
Where'd they go?
Utah, I think.
What the?
Is it Utah?
Maybe.
Or Nevada?
No, Nevada has the Las Vegas something, the Gladiators or something. Hockey's actually pretty poppin'. Actually, they just won the Stanley Cup. I'm pretty sure they just won the Stanley Cup.
Weren't the Coyotes supposed to like go to Metro or something?
They something with like this. They wanted a new facility or something, and the city didn't want to pay her. Maybe that's Chase Field. I don't. Sports in Arizona is weird. It all chalks up to money. Like Arizona has a hard time holding on to teams, like keeping like negotiations good with teams.
Huh.
But I don't know how that works. To be honest, I'm not really into the business. I worked with a guy who he works part-time for the Coyotes, and he tried to explain to me, like he kind of gave me the rundown, but I didn't really understand it just because he's like he was a hockey guy, like from Chicago. Like he played hockey in high school and he played lacrosse in high school or college. Sorry, like he was a hockey scholarship kind of guy. And he didn't. He worked part time for the Coyotes, just doing like different events for them, and then he worked full time at it was when I was at the hat company.
Oh, gotcha. Well, okay. I mean, like the Suns just had a huge blowout with the last owner. He was like,
didn't that guy like get in trouble for comments? Or maybe it wasn't the Suns owner. I remember some guy who, the Suns and the Mercury, he had to he got like a suspension.
Yeah.
Because of like comments he made or something.
Like predatory.
What?
Comments.
Yeah, this was a while ago too.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago now. Yeah, but
Mhm.
he had to like make a whole statement and then step down, and that's when we got Ishbia, which we're not now. But, dude, I swear. So like, I know the Coyotes were supposed to like relocate within Arizona, right?
I think that was initially discussed, and then
there was like this huge like rehab of the Metro area, and then they were supposed to like put the fucking Coyotes over there or some shit. I can't remember if that was the case or not, but it was something like that, and I guess that just fell through. I totally forgot. have that.
But yeah,
Not
speaking of
anymore.
UGA, I saw a video on Twitter before I got here of there was a tailgate for the University of Georgia, the Bulldogs. Before the game, a little tailgate party. Harris Waltz threw a tailgate party and no one showed up. There's videos of Twitter, like people walking around being like, "There's no one here.
What the fuck?
There's nobody here." And it's crazy because like obviously Georgia, you're thinking like, oh, it's the South, but like you're like, oh, obviously it's like a Trump area, but Atlanta's like really liberal. It's like the San Francisco of the East Coast. Like it's a gay city.
Huh.
Like it's weird that no one showed up. So
That kind of says a lot.
then again, I think anybody that cares about college football probably doesn't want to be caught dead at a Harris Waltz.
That's true. Yeah,
Tailgate
if you think
event.
about that kind of demographic, that's going to a
You've seen the
college
videos.
Georgia game. Yeah.
The dude from that Alabama fan that was hanging out with Drewski, that Willie guy, where he's like, "Ain't give a piss about nothing but the Tide."
Yeah, but hold on, let's take it a step farther. Zach Cray and I forget the other guy's name.
Yeah.
The guy, are you talking about the guy that shows up to games like in jerseys and he like starts arguments outside of the?
Yes, Zach just did that recently with Georgia.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like he was at like a Georgia Bulldogs game,
No,
or maybe.
I think it was Georgia, Alabama.
Oh okay, so yeah, this was real. This was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like he posted it.
2 weeks ago, last week. I don't
Last
remember.
week.
Oh okay.
Oh no, I guess that was in Alabama. So that's not relevant.
Well, maybe he showed up in Georgia gear to an Alabama game, right?
He did.
Is that what he
he
did?
did. And then I was gonna comment on the demographic there, but that's
Oh.
not Georgia.
I mean, yeah. It's all the same.
That's fair.
It's Southern college football,
Yeah.
I feel like there's really not. I think that's one solid demographic, unlike
Yeah.
like the NFL or.
But yeah, watching his video, you can clearly see what everybody cares about, and it's not Harris and
Yeah.
Walls.
Ain't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, brother.
Bro almost got his ass beat at least a dozen times. Literally, pretty much every interaction was like he's about to get his ass beat.
Almost every single one.
Yeah, was he doing the thing where he just
Christ.
confronts people, like
Yeah.
like he just causes problems,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
stirs
yeah.
the pot,
Your team
in Georgia,
shit.
yeah, in Georgia,
and then
yeah.
just stands there and like lets them like escalate the situation for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, those like fraternities that like wear like proper like suits and shit. They got like school uniforms on, I guess you want to call.
Are you
it.
talking like
like the business kids?
Yeah, they wear their jackets, like their
Fraternity.
their
jackets.
fraternity jackets.
Yeah.
They have like a little crest on the chest. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of
were
that
they-
going on too.
Yeah, I think that's something that like that's also like a part of like Southern college, like it's
They just look like a coach.
they don't even look like a coach, dude. They look like a fucking. They look like a.
They look like they should be in the Sweeney Todd musical.
Yeah, the suits always have like weird cut,
Yeah.
weird,
And
like that southern
they all
southern
have like
suit
suede
shape.
hair
Mhm.
to,
I know what you're saying. I know what
Yeah.
you're saying.
It's just funny. They look like they should be in a musical and play lacrosse.
They should be
Looks
like
like they should be in the new Joker.
marching band.
Oh, bro, like Matt, I just watched Blue Mountain State
Mm-hmm.
recently. The lacrosse.
Yeah,
them literally
Yeah.
those dudes. It's fucking
You,
hilarious.
you watched Blue Mountain State recently?
Yeah, for the
Yeah?
first time, this dude. put
Did you
me
like
on.
it?
That shit's fucking goated.
I saw there's a new show coming out with Ricky from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I sent you the TikTok, right? Of him,
What?
like it's like him like on like at the job site, like he works at like a production plant or something.
Okay.
Everyone said that it just looks like a Canadian version of Tires, like Shane Gillis' show. But like I from what I saw in that little trailer, it seems like it could be funny.
Does it kind of keep the realness as Trailer Park Boys?
No,
No?
it's not shot that way.
Oh, okay.
It looks like Tires. Like
Huh.
I don't know how to say it other than that. Like it's like a sitcom
Hmm.
type deal.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not really trailer parks.
But yeah, Blue Mountain State was. It's good to say the
No,
least.
Yeah, that's a good show.
If most of you have probably seen it, I guess. I'm the
Solid-
only one that
solid
hasn't.
show.
A notable part was when one of the running backs lost his new promise ring that he just got with his girlfriend. And the rest of the boys were trying to help him investigate, and they're like smelling his fingers, and they're like, cigarettes, pussy. So they had this like idea that he got it lost in one of the girls' vaginas while he was like fingering them in the strip club or whatever. So they go there, and there's like a lost and found shit.
Looking through a strip
But at the
club
same
lost and
time,
found.
they were trying to like cover their ass with the girlfriend and had somebody else like rob their apartment, and he took a shit in the apartment. And guess what was in there? The ring. This man fucking
On the floor? Take shit on the floor?
in the shit. Yeah. Yeah.
I just started rewatching Silicon Valley.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm on like season 2. Dude, that show's solid. It's- I saw that the final season came out. I never finished it because like I know the last season came out in 2019. So
I think
I don't think I've watched that.
we didn't watch 2 seasons. Honestly.
probably, yeah. I don't remember where I left off on that show. I would just, like I watched it when the first season was coming out, and then I watched it like seasons 1 through 3 when season 3 came out, and then I think I watched season 4, and I think there's 6. So I think
When did that come out? Like 2017?
2014, 15 was
Yeah.
like when the first season came out, and then it ended in 2019.
So it was good at the time, but I feel like now there's so much shit that's like way better. I don't even really think about that show
Dude, it's
anymore.
a good show.
You think
It's
so?
a good show. It's really funny. It's really funny. Obviously, it's like dated, because like it's the whole thing is like the what's the word I'm looking for here? The exaggeration, the parodying of like Silicon Valley. Like, Silicon Valley is very different than what it was like in 2014, but it was definitely like spot on with like what the tech world looked like back then.
Yeah, like San Francisco.
Yes, like Silicon Valley, like Palo Alto. I'm watching it with Lydia right now. She at first she was a little scared of the show because she was like, I don't know anything about this, and I'm like, you don't have to. Like, there's a lot of like they throw in a lot of stuff for people who are into like technology and stuff or in business and all that, but you don't have to know that to watch
they
the
don't
show.
make it like
Because there's just like random funny moments, like when they they try to buy Adderall off that little kid in the neighborhood, and he like scams Richard. So like,
smacks
or like comes out and like he's like, you just brought piss to a shit fight, and he smacks like a 10-year-old kid in the face.
Yeah.
He's like, you're gonna go into your house, you're gonna give me 5 Adderall. He's like, I'll kill your fucking mom, I'll rape your dad, I'll fucking suffocate your cat. And there's another funny instance that happened recently, but I can't recall what it was.
So if it keeps up with like real to date, then what does the show take place like at the end? Like,
2019 is the last season.
Okay, so does it show some of like the shit that was happening in San Francisco? That shit just became like
not really.
decimated?
Maybe it does. I haven't seen the ending of it, but like the big thing is like Palo Alto is like outside of San Francisco. It's like a suburb kind of.
Oh.
So maybe it doesn't directly correlate. The only knowledge I have, I've never been to Silicon Valley, obviously. The only knowledge I have of it though is like Watch Dogs 2. Like you're in like San Francisco, and you could like drive out to like the whatever company that was that you're like fighting in that game. Do you remember? You put me on to that game.
the first one.
No, the second one. That takes place in San Francisco and Palo Alto.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
No?
Drive like out of the city.
Yeah,
to the
it like, you know how in GTA when you drive like to Sandy Shores, or is that
Yeah, like out
Fortnite?
of the desert.
Like, when you like leave Los Santos and then like
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
kind of go down and all of a sudden you're in that side of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that in the video game, but I don't know how it's structured in real life, but I feel like it's something similar. Like you got to get out of the city into that area. So maybe not that, but they were talking about like cloud technology and how important that was, and I'm like, damn, dude. Like I remember cloud being like a thing in 2014 and it being like mind blowing, and it's now like I pay Apple like $5 a month to have cloud storage. I
Yeah,
have Google
for real.
Drive. I have like I don't really keep stuff safe. I have stuff on my like phone
Yeah.
and on my computer, but it's already in either my Google Drive or my Apple Cloud.
Even then, like a lot of workplaces are using OneDrive so much.
Yeah.
Like everything is stored on the network drives, and even like in a
Is OneDrive also like is that a part of like Office 365? Because I know Office 365 is pretty trash. Like, it's like a dumbed down version of all.
I don't know if
Word
it's technically a
and
part of
PowerPoint.
the 365. I really don't know if it is or not. But I know a lot of people are using it more.
Mhm.
And then there's a lot of like recently I've been seeing people do local network cloud. So you'll just you'll reroute to a bunch of different drives like L drive, H drive.
I just
M
saw
drive,
a
L.
YouTube video of I think the company Ugreen, they make like charging cables and like power stuff,
Uh-huh.
like power strips and all that shit. They just came out with like a NAS a few months ago. And I think I'm going to just say fuck it and I'm going to buy a NAS and I'm going to put like 10 terabytes, 12 terabytes into it.
Wait, what is a NAS?
Network attached storage. So that's like a box. You know those
Explain
like
that to me like I'm 5.
You know when someone, I don't know if you've seen it before, but like it's like a box that is on your computer desk and it has like 4 drive slots, like drive bays.
Oh,
and
okay.
You could basically, it's like your own little server.
For HDDs, right?
You could put SSDs in it, but yeah.
Okay.
Like it takes like the big drives, the 3.5 inch
Mhm.
drives, but you could put 2.5 inch drives in it. I've seen that, but I think I'm just gonna buy one of those and I'm gonna build I'm just gonna build like my own home server where I can just store like movies and TV and just stop paying for. I think we talked about this with the
Yeah.
Blu-rays where you buy the Blu-rays, and
yeah.
I think I'm gonna just do that
Dude,
and just not pay for streaming services.
bro, let me know if you really start that. I wanna.
But Ugreen, that company Ugreen, they just came out with their own NAS, and it's not that expensive. I don't remember if it was or not. Maybe I think they were doing a Kickstarter which gave you a ridiculous discount on it. Look up Ugreen, like the letter U, green, no space. 4-bay NAS. Yeah, we're doing a little. We're
I'm
doing
curious,
a little Camp
I don't know
Cozy
if I'm not-
tech corner today.
I just want to see. I want to get some visual.
Okay, so $600, that's a lot
Okay.
more than what I saw it was at, so maybe not. Never mind.
Well, I mean, dude,
That's
It was-
worth
this
though.
is like. Wait, is this a whole ass server?
It's
server?
it's a PC. It has a like a Pentium
shit.
chip in it. It has a Pentium.
Okay,
It
so
has
it comes
8
with
gigs
a 12,
of DDR5 RAM.
Gen 4-core Intel processor.
Mm-hmm.
All-inclusive app. 4-bay massive data storage. Equips for SATA and M.2 drives.
Yeah, you could put 2 M.2 drives in it. There's like a little
Holy
spot on the
shit.
back of it where you could put more
Maximum
M.2s.
capacity of almost 100 terabytes.
Mhm.
That's at 96 terabytes.
That's crazy.
It's dual 2.5 gigabit
Yeah, you
network ports.
yeah,
Am I
it-
reading that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. For the network ports, 5G bandwidth, up to 625 megabytes of download speeds. That's kind of not that much, but that's all right.
I mean, relative to like what it
You're just gonna download a movie or like a whole
TV show.
series.
Well, what's nice about these devices
Just
is
press
like
download, walk away.
I could buy one of these.
That's true.
I could put like 20 terabytes in it, and I could use it for like movies, shows, pictures, the podcast. Like
Right.
we could, and there's a service that you could use to access this from all around the world. Like you just need internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we could store everything for the podcast on this, and
Yeah.
Gavin could have access to it. You could have access to it, and it would be hooked up at my house, plugged into a wall, running at all times.
You mean access like this is going to be a cloud saved somewhere?
Well,
Is
you
that
could
what you're
use
saying?
like you're kind of building your own cloud. Like that's your own cloud. You can access files on it anywhere. There's different services like Plex. Plex is like a media service system.
So is this what the all-inclusive app is
Yeah.
then? Is there
Yeah.
like
you can connect it to your
cloud
PC
storage
and you
service?
can connect it to your phone. You
Okay.
could just attach to your phone.
Hmm.
But they're pretty cool.
That seems actually sweet.
Yeah, the guy I watched, he installed a GPU in it and downloaded Steam and played Fortnite on it, which you're not supposed to do. Like you're not. He figured out how to disable the factory OS and like.
Yeah, I wonder if people are satisfied with the read and write.
I saw good things about it. I saw some decent reviews, so
Well, that's cool, man.
I think that would be something good to have, like where we just decentralize everything.
Yeah.
I
For everybody that's listening, a couple weeks ago, we didn't talk about it on air, but we were talking about Linus Tank Tips did a big video about like pirating Blu-ray discs, pretty much creating your own Netflix, and he like did it in depth
So you could like set that program up on that.
on this actual thing,
and you
Oh,
can
okay.
torrent to it directly.
Huh.
It has uTorrent.
Okay.
Like it's
But
it's
it could
crazy.
be, you could have this at your house though and be on vacation and watch your shit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Stream
the
it,
cloud,
you stream
yeah.
it from it through Wi-Fi. It's like your own streaming service.
Yeah. I guess the only thing I would be worried about is like the bandwidth between all that.
I don't think it's that bad. Well, because it's hardware encoded. That's why they put all that hardware into it.
So you just
However fast your home internet is how fast it should stream to you, and then the only bottleneck would be whatever internet you are on the
you're
other
using-
side.
Okay, I see. Got it.
That could be a problem.
There's no downloading going on.
Yeah,
It's all just,
No,
like, streaming?
You are downloading, but you're not like saving it to your cell phone. You are streaming it. But that is like download traffic.
Right.
It'd
Your
be like
computer's
watching a YouTube
downloading it
video.
to process that information.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
You know, buffering and all that. But yeah, that's a little Camp Cozy Tech Corner talk.
Did you have to like wait for buffering for like quality too, or would the quality just be automatic?
That's what I'm saying. Like comparative to competitive
Like how-
streaming platforms. I wonder what the bandwidth
like
looks
Amazon.
like.
Well, that like I
They're
said, that if you
notorious for shitting on
if you
your
got
picture.
gigabit internet at your house, you plug it
Yeah.
into directly to the router, you get like 850 megabyte. 850 megabyte
Yeah, it's
download
625
speeds.
though.
upload.
That's down. This is download. 625 is down.
Oh, whoops.
625 down. On 5G bandwidth.
Aggregated into 5G bandwidth for download speeds of up to 625 megabytes a second. I saw a dude getting some crazy numbers on it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
if I don't know. This was a YouTube video I watched last night before I went to bed, and I said, "Oh, that's cool," and then I went to
They pass
sleep.
up.
Yeah,
None of this thing's fucking sweet.
yeah. There's a lot of this stuff too on Amazon. If you go on
Also,
Amazon and you type like 4-bay NAS, you'll get
Bro, they
so
sell
many
like a
options.
2 version, a single version, a bigger version.
Yeah, they sell like an 8-bay one.
That's
and the hardware progresses. You get more RAM and you get more
Yeah.
like stronger processors, as you see in that little breakdown.
Yeah, holy shit, that's crazy.
Calling it right
Oh
now.
my god. Dude, that would be so sweet to do the Blu-ray shit with that.
I gotta text my sister. She's calling me.
That'd be-
But yeah,
Oh, you're good.
I think maybe we just why not just make your own streaming service?
Yeah, no, for real. Like
And not have to
Linus
deal
said
with
it
any of that.
so perfect. He made that video so elegant.
Like Spotify, Netflix, HBO, they all got you by the balls right now.
for real.
They can give
Including
you
us.
They can give you and take away whatever they want, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Yep. Even like download music on Spotify.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon
like,
as you lose your
so check
subscription,
this
it's
out.
gone.
So no, that's happened to me before. I had like 1,000 songs saved to my phone. I think I had auto pay on, but I was switching debit cards or something. It was on my old debit card. I missed one Spotify payment and it downloaded like it removed
that's
everything on my
right,
phone.
It does do
Maybe
that.
that's what happened to my Spotify.
Well, no,
Okay.
it doesn't like unsave, like it doesn't unlike it, but it like you don't have access to it. It happened to me before a flight. I lost all my music before a
I'd
flight.
be pissed.
Yeah, it sucked because I didn't plan on doing anything except for listening to music on the flight.
Yeah, fuck, that sucks.
I would have found out and started
Bitches.
downloading movies on Netflix real fast.
Bitches. Yeah, and it's crazy because, mind you, I've only had Netflix and Spotify for, less than 10 years probably. Spotify, maybe almost 10 years on Spotify. But let me tell you
Spotify I've
this,
only had
bro.
for like 3 years max for me.
When I first got my Spotify subscription, it was like $7.99 a month, and when I first got my not the cheapest Netflix edition, it was $10.99 a month.
I don't even want to know what the Netflix is now.
Bro, after tax, I think it's 25 for the not cheapest Netflix edition.
That's crazy.
And it's over. I think Spotify takes out like 11 something now.
There's stuff on Netflix you can't watch if you have the ads. Netflix with ads.
Really?
I have Netflix with ads, and there's certain. What movie was it? Someone posted on Twitter. White Chicks. White Chicks was locked on Netflix because
Are
they
you
didn't
serious?
pay for like the non-ad tier.
Wow.
So not only are they so,
does
not
that
only
just
are
mean,
they
like,
so not only are they charging you, they're showing you ads to make more money off of you and to subsidize that. And then they're also saying, "Oh, you can't access this premium content."
that's crazy. Probably because like there's some sort of issue where they can't incorporate ads into that. Like
I think that is the case.
Content.
I think that's the case.
that's so fucking crazy.
I think that might be what it is actually. I think you just figured it out.
Being more aware about like weird streaming service bullshit now, looking on Netflix where it says recently added and like leaving soon.
Yeah.
Shit, so much.
Well, look at
standing
what
out.
the
It's
CEO
wild.
of Ubisoft came out, and he was like, first he blamed gamers for Star Wars Outlaws not performing well. He didn't blame
I
the
saw
game
that
being
tweet.
shitty, because I saw the game. It's shitty. The AI's fucking garbage. Everything about it's bad. He came out and he blamed gamers, and then he came out with another statement saying that people are gonna need to get comfortable with not owning video games. Because of like Xbox Game Pass and EA Play and
Yeah.
Ubisoft Plus or Ubisoft Connect or whatever that
Wow.
EA Play and
So wouldn't the Xbox Pass be able to do the same shit Netflix is? Oh, this game's here.
they
week.
do that. They do that.
They do already.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
Game Pass, yeah.
Yeah, you got games on Game Pass that rotate.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I can't think of any. Like I can't think of any that I like played on Game Pass, but I do know that there's games on there that you don't get. Like if you miss it, you miss it.
That's wild.
And it's well, now Ubisoft's paying the price. I mean, their stock dropped stupid low. Like they're about to liquidate the company, I think.
That's crazy.
Which
Yeah,
good.
That's what they
Good.
fucking
That's
get.
what they get. You remember like get like
Honestly, Ubisoft is probably one of the worst.
think back to like
that we're talking
Xbox,
about
but
here.
think about like Xbox, PlayStation 2 days, like OG Xbox, PlayStation 2 days. Like if you saw Ubisoft, you were like, "Oh, this is gonna be a sick game."
True. Game, not company.
Yeah, like this is gonna be a sick game,
Yeah.
and
You just saw their logo. Oh, fire.
or like
fire
THQ,
game.
dude, like THQ.
Oh,
THQ
yeah.
is the shit. Neversoft, the company that made all the Tony Hawk games. That's another one. That's
For me, Raven.
Raven. Raven made the OG World
I
at War,
saw
right?
That Modern Warfare 3 they were
Mhm.
part of.
Mm-hmm.
But I would see that Raven pop up. I'm
Raven
like,
Software.
fired.
They did zombies for. Didn't they do zombies?
I don't
For
know, I'd have to look.
for like a
to
period.
look
I
that
don't
up.
remember. They game companies have bounced around so much. That's a market that's like so unreliable.
They ain't the same no more.
Like look at like Bungie, look at fucking
Yeah. Look at Bungie.
Ubisoft, look at Activision, look at
Jesus.
Blizzard Activision.
Yeah, Blizzard. Blizzard's another
Steam's like
great
the
example.
only realist one.
Yeah, and even
Seems
then
that way.
Steam's kind of had some.
Taxing you on
They've had some
everything.
faults down the line. I think like what was the one? There's an instance I saw Steam did something that they've never like done anything terrible per se. Well, I think the big thing is everyone wanted Half-Life 3 and they came out with Half-Life Alyx for the for the Valve
For the
Index.
VR only.
Yeah, then which I heard like it was a fun VR game, but like dude, look at like it's 2024. VR is still like I don't know anybody right now that has a VR headset that uses it like hella. Like my brother has 2 VR headsets.
Did he buy yours?
Mm-hmm. He has my Quest, and
He definitely doesn't
he
use
bought
it.
he bought an Oculus Rift S.
It did kind of phase out, I feel like. Just a little bit.
I feel like the only
It's
people
kind of
that
going in waves right
stick
now.
with that are the ones that got addicted to porn through it. I feel
Well,
like those are the only people
or-
that still use them.
Or like I've seen Twitch streamers that have like the haptic jackets and the whole setups and shit. And
Mm.
it's like once you invest probably like close to
there's
$3,000.
There's an
Gotta play it.
obligation. There's an obligation to playing.
Got to
it
get
at
your
that
money's
point.
worth.
Yeah, but like I feel like the only way to really enjoy it is to spend $3,000 to $5,000 on it.
I feel
You
like
know
we
what I
should.
mean?
I feel like we should be at like Ready Player One levels of VR now at this point. Like,
You would think, but damn, does
well,
it cost
I think
a lot.
I think all the tech. Well, okay, obviously, other than like the full immersion, like VR, like what's that called? The one in like Sword Art Online, like where it
What?
full dive, like where it like takes over your brain, like it. like the VR technology isn't just like your eyes processing the information, but it's like your brain processing it, like where it makes you truly feel like you are in the game, like you're out of body
Like
almost.
tapped into your neurons.
Yeah. So like I remember there's a guy who like recreated like basically to the best ability he could currently, he recreated like the Ready Player One VR experience with like a treadmill to move, a full haptic suit to like the best of his ability, and then like the best headset you could buy, like the most immersive headset you could purchase that had the biggest FOV and like the best clarity. And
Companies make the running pads now, right?
yeah. There's
You like harness in,
yeah, you know that video of like those like Mexican dudes like playing it at like an arcade, like the dude's like
and they start. They
he's like
scare-
running, like he
They
like
get
turns and
scared.
he's like running.
They have,
There's
like-
like that one, and then there's like a treadmill that you can kind of like. It's like an omnidirectional treadmill, I think. I don't know exactly how it works.
Or they have like big rooms now with just fucking.
Yeah, where you don't
Floors like
even
that.
Like
you could just walk around the
walls.
room. That game that you showed me from the Quest 3 where you could turn your house into a map
That was too.
and
crazy.
play a ghost game. So like,
I did not.
have
like
you
that.
seen this? Do you know about this?
No, I don't think
So you know how the Quest 3 has like the cameras
The
that are
scanning and whatever.
Yeah.
like
To like get
did-
your area.
Mm-hmm. The room scan.
with the
Did it around the
transparent
entire
though.
house.
You scan your entire house, and then when you're ready, it's like a phasmophobia game.
could
Like
be-
you have a flashlight, it darkens
could
your
be
house
midday.
in VR, and your flashlight
light's
is
on.
what shows you. Like so, you turn all the lights on in your house,
Mm.
and then it makes it artificially dark, and the only clear areas are where your flashlight's pointing.
Oh hell. And it's like phasmophobia.
It's like phasmophobia
jump
in your own
scares.
house. You see
That's
everything that's
crazy.
your own
I
house.
don't like that.
That's wild. But yeah, I've seen the transparent room scans and stuff.
Yeah, they do like warehouses where they do like shooting games and stuff. You run around,
Yeah,
shoot
on,
people.
on the earlier ones there wasn't a transparent setting, but you could do a room scan and they would be like gridded.
Mm-hmm.
That's
'cause they made,
that
like,
was
the
like
f-
the
They made the full pass-through cameras with the Quest 3.
yeah, but before that, I think my brother had the one right before.
You would just
that.
run off the IR cams.
Yeah, that,
It'd be
that's
like
what we
that
would
gray
do.
fuzzy look. Yeah.
Yeah, that and then the gridded looking.
By the way,
I used to just play Beat Saber.
I will say having a Quest 2 made me realize that your phone, like whenever you hold your phone up to your, like you know how it like recognizes that you're looking at it and it like turns your screen on
Yeah.
for you to
Tracks
Face ID
your
unlock.
face.
It's sitting there flashing your face with
Mhm.
IR,
Yeah,
scanning your face.
we learned that from Ukraine soldiers.
It's just blinking.
If you film your face with an infrared
Yeah,
camera,
yeah. You can see it
you
in
can
night
see the
vision.
flash hit
Yeah,
your
it's
face.
just
see it
flashing
in
your
night
face
vision.
like
I watched a Ukraine
strobe light.
soldier explain to TikTok that a lot of people are getting fucking killed because they're using their phones when
they're looking
trying
at their
to
cell
hide.
phones. Yeah.
And there's flashing from like it showed like I think it showed like over 100 yards of through like night vision,
Mhm.
and you could just
in
see,
a war
like,
zone, and he
in like forest. Yeah,
Yo, you can get nods now
That's
for like $4
fucked.
grand. You get like night vision, like Chinese made white phosphorus night vision goggles for $4,000 now. I mean, they're like 20 grand for like what we think of like American style, like green phosphorus, night vision Gen 3. I think that's like 20 grand.
how do you know that?
that's what I'm saying.
Don't worry
This
about
man,
it.
I swear, like you ask him anything.
Bro, if you're going to live
He's
off
gotta
grid,
know
if
it.
you're going to live off grid, you need nods. Right?
True.
You should see in the dark. If you live in the dark, you need to see in the dark.
That's fair.
Like, my aspiration is to be an
What are
off-grid
you,
guy.
That's fair.
You from Quiet or whatever that movie was?
A quiet place
The blind guy.
Oh no.
or bird. What is that?
He lives in the. He said,
You
I
know,
don't
I
he
just
said some weird
I
line
keep
in the
up
movie.
I keep up with night vision technology. I want to own a pair of night vision goggles.
I live in the dark. I am the dark.
Bro, wait till I get my full kit, dude. Wait till I get
I'm
my
trying
full
to see
kit.
this, bro. I'm trying to see this.
I'll
Oh,
get
I
a
did,
I'll get
I'll-
night vision goggles. I'll get a helmet.
I'll get the pellet gun to keep the rats off the.
All I
Off the
need, all I
property.
have left is to get my my rifle of choice. But shit's expensive. Guns are expensive. They're cheaper. They have one down in price than what they were though.
Being alive is expensive. Hey, you and I talk about it all the time when we sit here and play video games all day. We're like, hey, bro, as soon as I step out that door, I'm spending fucking money.
Yeah, literally.
I stepped out my door.
Every
Guess what I
damn
had to do?
time. Spend money.
Fill up my tank.
Yeah.
Had
Yeah,
to get a
I-
Red Bull because I'm a little tired.
Yeah,
I woke up today.
I'm already driving. Might as well stop for some
Woke up today.
food.
Wayne got a haircut. Went had to go to Target buy clothes. Like I had to get clothes. Went and bought clothes. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to go home now. And then I was like, oh, going to Gavins. I was like, oh, I got to stop at the gas station. Got to get something to drink. Got to get a Monster. Got to get, And on my way home, I'm probably going to stop at the gas station again to get gas. Like.
Outside plus free time equals spend money.
Literally. Even when you're sitting at your desk, though, you're spending money,
Yeah, buying
I mean,
cases.
I know we don't just buy games anymore, but like cases, skins,
Microtransactions.
microtransactions are the
no,
devil.
CS
honestly,
had a fat microtransaction update.
We got a lot, at least me. I've gotten a lot better about it. Especially since COVID isn't like fucking us anymore. I think that was the big
You were
factor
cozy
for me.
in COVID time.
Yeah,
Yeah, just moved in
bro.
over here, right? Like you
Just about.
you got set up here, and I remember you were just crushing Albion online.
Getting your stimmies.
Yes, sir.
Didn't
must
get
be
one.
must be nice.
Yes, sir.
I
My
got
mom-
I got two stimmies, and Colorado gave after you paid your taxes, which I got like my tax returns. I got another check on top of my tax returns for like $250.
Damn.
So that was nice. It was
I
good
s-
while it lasted.
All my stimmies were personally signed by.
Donald J. Trump. Hell
Oh, I
yeah.
would have kept them. They would have been up on the wall somewhere.
I think
My parents got all mine.
I ended up with two stimmies.
Yeah, like, there's a kitty.
Hi, kitty. You're the only one that remains.
Where's your kitty?
Right behind you.
Oh, what the?
Hello, kitty. Piss, 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 piss.
But yeah, the stimulus money was hitting. I remember when that was happening though, and everyone was like, "Great, government's just giving away a bunch of money." You remember when everyone was like, "Is there gonna be a third stimulus check?" Like, where the people were like, still like fingers crossed for that. I think they talked about it. That they did say like it was an idea at one point.
I remember a bunch of people freaking out on social media saying it was just going to fuck us in the long run.
Oh, yeah. Because I might have gotten 2 or 3 stimulus checks. I can't remember. But my taxes. No.
No.
Nope.
Did you get cooked?
I got wrecked.
I haven't had to pay taxes yet.
It's pretty bad.
Every year I've filed so far, I haven't had to pay, so we're doing good.
It was pretty bad.
Although I definitely
I got a $1 back.
Man.
one
2
single
years.
$1.
You guys gotta
So
bring
disrespectful.
you guys gotta fucking tax yourselves more.
How so? My elected rate is like 3%. That's like on the
You
high
still
end.
owe?
No, I've never had to pay
Oh.
taxes. That's what I'm saying. I've never owed.
Oh.
They've always owed me.
There you go. Got it. That makes sense.
Ooh, tax season coming up.
Cheddar.
Time to get the overland rig.
Overlay. The down.
No, this will be the year I pay.
The
I
downy
feel it.
pay.
I feel it.
Yeah. I always seem to get less the more I work.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's literally how taxes work.
Is it?
The more you make,
Wow.
the less you get back.
Yeah, I guess. Well, depending on what you tax yourself.
That's why there's those protests, tax the rich.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but their tax brackets are insane.
they're just slashing, going through neighborhoods. Whoever has a quote unquote luxury car, they're just slashing tires, breaking
That's
the
crazy.
windows.
Where at? What the hell?
Probably Cali.
There's
Yeah,
like
probably.
there's like an anti-car movement where like some people were like going around letting air out of people's tires on like big trucks.
The fuck?
It's like,
And
dude,
then-
if I ever walked up on some fucking environmental soy boy letting air out of my tires,
Our boss just told us about
Catching lead in your job,
some
bro.
operation or some, the stolen cars getting shipped to other countries or whatever.
mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah, that too. And then we were just talking about those dudes lifting those trucks, just pointing the fucking.
Yeah,
AK at
that
Yeah.
video is
Yeah,
crazy.
best believe
That happened here.
catching lead, bro.
I saw a video.
That's
They
crazy
followed
as
him
fuck.
home in his Corvette, and he pulled up in his driveway. It was like one of those open garage on the.
Like a parking structure.
Yeah, you just pull up into your garage,
Mhm.
no door, nothing. He ran into his house, came back out with the M4, and they were sitting there waiting. But he started shooting first, and they dipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stolen vehicle thing is just ramping up. I
Well,
feel like
yeah,
I feel like
like
every day I
it's like-
see one video on social media of someone stealing a car now.
Bro, the fucking money glitch.
Yep.
They're making that shit popular, bro.
Well, you got like the whole striker thing, and like, oh, you just need like an Autel Pro pad, which I know a little bit about Autel because we used the Autel makes the They're like a car computer system. They make the tablet that you use to calibrate a windshield, like when you replace a windshield, how to like recalibrate those cameras. It also lets you into stuff into the car, and they use this like tablet. I think it's like a few $1,000s. They use this tablet to get in the cars and flash the keys and all that.
It's crazy. Yeah, and they're normalizing things like flipper zeros and shit like that too, which is also crazy because you could literally you could go up like straight out of a movie. You could bump into somebody, and it'll read their badge.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got access.
Yeah, do you remember when like RFID blocking wallets came out and like everyone was talking about getting one?
Yes.
I got one when I went to Mexico.
It's smart. I mean, like,
I got one when I went on a cruise and I had an RFID wallet
because that shit really fucking happens.
The last thing I need is my
Almost getting
fucking
murdered.
my credit card information getting stolen in Mexico
Yeah.
and having no way of stopping.
Or like those videos where they go to the gas station and they like they almost put their card in and they just pull like half the fucking the card reader off.
Yeah, finding a skimmer.
What's
like
crazy is most of the time it's the person that's working.
I
with it
just
throwing
tapped.
it
I
on
just
there.
I just tap to pay now.
Yeah, also I don't know if you guys know this or not, but if you use your Apple Wallet, it randomizes transaction numbers.
Yeah, I saw that. It
So
like generates a debit card number for you.
Yeah,
and like
yeah. So, but that sucks with returns too.
Uh-huh.
You can only get in-store credit. Like, you couldn't get a full refund on something, so just keep that in mind. But if you're thinking about more security for where you're buying shit,
I got
tap to pay is where it's at.
I got Apple Pay hooked up. I got it on my watch too.
Yeah, randomizes transactions and gives like a individualized debit card number and shit. So I remember when I was a manager in a store, like looking at transactions, like having issues with people that did Apple Pay that wanted like returns and stuff because it was just also like encrypted pretty much.
Damn.
That's pretty smart. I mean, I didn't realize Apple Pay had that kind of like functionality to like help you.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I just use it 'cause it's so easy.
Like the wallet function itself, like tap to pay, kind of.
It's the only thing I use at the gas pump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah, true. I don't really be shoving my card in there.
That's another. I think that's another reason though you're spending more money. Apple Wallet, because it's like you don't even need your card on you to pay for shit. Like,
just makes shit so much easier.
You can instantly enter all that information in on like a Google. Like, I think we talked about this a couple episodes too. Like, all your payment information saved on Chrome.
Yeah.
So you could just hop in and it's like paid.
Fucking Amazon calls it some shit, right? It's like one tap pay or fucking one click something. I can't remember.
One click checkout where you could just buy it right there. You just buy the item.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to put it in your cart and like check out with it.
Yeah, it is wild.
Sorry, my sister sent me a text.
A lot of companies are normalizing that.
It'll be easier if I respond on here.
Yeah.
Apologies.
No, you're good. We can take a little break, I guess, if y'all want to.
Oh, there we go. No, we Gucci, we Gucci. Yeah, it's still recording. Oh, shit. Shit.
But overall, I do like the functionality of Apple Wallet because you can do things like put your concert tickets in there.
I use it for that. Like airplane tickets, like concert tickets, my car insurance, my health insurance is in there.
Yeah. Because Lord help me, if I get pulled over and I'm having to dig through my glove box, that would just make me anxious and stuff. So
I just keep all that on the celly. I think you can get your ID in it now too.
Can you really?
In some states, I think you could put your ID in Apple Wallet, like your government ID.
Huh.
So.
Or like passport
At the same time, though, I feel like this is kind of playing into the hand of the Great Reset. Have you heard of this?
Oh my God! Wait, hold on. We were just talking about fucking not owning anything.
Yeah, I know. Like the Great Reset. Like you've I don't know if you guys are too familiar with it, but the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab. No. There's this idea that like by 2030, what do they call it? Not the singularity. There's a word for it. The Great Reset is like the big one, That's
Okay.
like the phrase, but it's like the idea of like you will own nothing and you will be happy, like having a world currency.
Okay, I've kind of heard what you economic
Yeah.
recovery plan.
The idea is like you would
Oh
you
my
would use
God.
a completely centralized system to manage all your money, your health,
Yeah.
everything, and it's going to be a worldwide thing.
It's like fucking Mr. Robot.
Yes. Everybody will have, like, you wouldn't have your money would be digital currency,
Yeah.
an SBDC or SBC. I don't remember the word they use for it, but it's like you would have like a digital currency that you're using, a world currency,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna eat bugs and you're gonna live in a pod, and that's
Yeah.
a terrible idea.
No,
There's
thank
a-
you.
There's a lot of info to get into on the Great Reset too. I don't really have too much on my brain as far as it, but I know that's a real popular talking point. In terms of like conspiracy, I feel like it's very real because like yes, like everyone uses Apple Pay, everyone uses like their Apple Wallet, or they use like the Android equivalent of that. Like
What's
having
crazy is like they fucking advertise this as like the World Economic Forum is an independent international organization committed to improving the state of the world.
Yeah. And they always do their events like really weird. They have like they'll be wearing like robes and shit.
What
like on
the
stage,
fuck?
presenting it. Yeah, look at their website. That looks like a fucking Amazon Prime TV show. You know what I mean? Like that looks like they're advertising like a show to you. And they got
Yeah,
like a
they
bunch of little short
really
videos.
are normalizing.
But this is where like Bill Gates and like smart cities are coming in and like having vaccine information, like having all your medical records on your cell phone, like
that is crazy.
you would, and you're expected to have it. So it's like if you ever need to present, like it only makes it easier to have a system in place where you have to present those credentials to do anything.
Right.
Vaccine records. I mean, we've already seen this.
Yeah.
This is all of like the concepts that they have are in our current society. They just need to ramp them all up at the same time,
And
you
then,
know,
like-
get them all to the same, and then bundle them all up as one big
Yeah,
system.
That's fucking crazy.
It'll
dude.
all integrate together, and then a blink of an eye will be
Yeah.
under that system.
Bro.
It's that easy.
Everything will be identified as USD.
You got to be hyper vigilant about it.
Yeah. Turn into evil corp. Boop.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's watched Mr. Robot, it's pretty great of a representation we're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just like one soul.
One superpower that just controls every aspect of a human's life.
everything. Who knows? Maybe BlackRock will end up like that. Or
I
like,
bet BlackRock has something. I think BlackRock has some ties to the World Economic
like-
Forum as well.
you know what I could also see is the FDA just falling into a sinkhole and then like just this nasty monster emerging.
You
to
think
be
so?
honest.
I feel
I mean, it's possible.
like that's why I feel like there's so much like skepticism with stuff like the FDA, because they're like they approve all this fucking junk that's in our food. Like
Mhm.
they figure out like the absolute limit of how much toxic waste you can literally have in food and drinks.
Yeah. What?
It's
Oh,
crazy.
we had both listened to the same podcast recently, but isn't it crazy how like Kellogg's sells different type of the same cereal to
Yeah.
Canadians?
Yeah, no, like
Americans?
European people talk about it all the time. Like, I think the big one was I bought Japanese Fanta. I think I told you about this. Like, when we did actually, I think it was this. No, I bought a can of Japanese Fanta and I poured it into a glass, and it looks like orange juice, like it's clear.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like American Fanta is like traffic cone orange.
Yeah, like
you can't see
highlighter.
through it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much junk in our food.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Like I was talking to Tyler about it. Like at one point, McDonald's was making technically organic French fries.
Yeah.
it was potatoes and beef tallow.
And
that was
and
2 ingredients.
fucking hamburgers too, bro.
But like the big thing with like the French fries was they were cooking their French fries in rendered animal fat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And
That's
then
right.
obviously like vegetarianism, veganism picked up as a popularity. So now they have to use all these like peanut oil and like
That's
soybean
true.
oil. And,
Also, those are just more expensive.
Which
and it's worse for you.
yeah,
You know.
more expensive and way less healthy.
Like our parents grew up being told that butter wasn't good for them.
Yeah,
And like
and,
margarine is
and
like
eggs and
eggs,
shit
butter,
too.
eggs, milk. Like you shouldn't be drinking like actual milk. You need to drink almond milk or find like a soy milk alternative or
Show
something
me
like that.
Tit on an almond.
Yeah. Yeah, facts. I got nipples. Can you milk me?
I suck my milk out of titties. Show me the titty on an almond.
Show me the titty on an almond. I fucking love that. Also, with this whole World Economic Forum, isn't it funny how they're like pushing this narrative to rethink capitalism after the coronavirus pandemic?
Yeah, I think
like we're bridging over this. Like we're reaching this new horizon.
I see it all the time where like you'll see like a crazy Twitter, like you'll see like a crazy like news headline, and then like the number one reply to that tweet on X would be like well, these are the effects of late stage capitalism like coming into it. And it's like, dude, bruh, we're already fucking how deep into this? Like we can't change this. It's not happening.
How is that even
Brother,
like
this traces back to fucking Rockefeller,
Yeah.
dude. Like
Yes.
the shit.
How are they going to
crazy,
say
man.
that with the coronavirus after fucking debunking half the shit was made up?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's what
that's
I'm
what,
saying.
That's where I'm confused. Like,
And like also do we like
how is that a valid statement with everything fake about the coronavirus?
Bro, it like contradicts itself.
it's the people who perpetuate capitalism and like get the most, extract the most benefits from it are also the
Yeah.
people telling you that it's not good.
Yeah.
So
Also, probably putting the word coronavirus pandemic just gets that much more social engagement.
mm-hmm.
Just 'cause they're fucking dumb.
Yeah, Great Reset dialogue. 6 leaders discuss why we must reform the social contract after. So like, it's crazy to me that they also like get to be like, we are the de facto like. We are the de facto.
What if we tried making a website like this? How fast is the FBI showing up at our house, shutting our shit down?
Yeah, like this is like
You're
an
a cult.
organization with like celebrities involved, and
If we tried doing
it's
this,
a world.
They're a
we're a cult.
non-profit, right?
It's a world. Yeah, it's I think it's a non-profit. Why do you look at that, dude? They got podcasts and videos.
When was the last time we heard about like a kind of serious cult? The 90s?
No, there's still a bunch going on right now.
What's his name?
'Cause I feel like they're getting better. and
there's
we're staring at one right now.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, for real.
What's that guy's
They're
name?
getting better at it. That's for sure. That's a great point.
The guy who had like the chick from Buffy.
Oh shit.
And the Seagrams, the heiresses to the Seagrams
yeah.
fortune, like he had them all tied up in. It's like a crazy word.
Fuck. I know what you're talking about. I cannot think of it.
Is it Richard something maybe? Look up Seagrams. Grams. And just look up cult, and that'll bring it up.
Okay.
Nexium, and it's Keith Raniere. Yeah, Nexium was like, I feel like that's the most recent I've heard about a cult.
This is new to me.
Church of Scientology is another. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Well.
Church of Scientology, duh.
Again, been around for a long time.
But this it was a sex cult called Nexium, where this dude Keith Raniere was basically like surrounding himself with like. His thing, like how he did it, was like he came off as the way he pulled off, like coming, like the way he was able to portray himself as like an educated person was he would basically like convince smart women. Actually, he was just taking advantage of women. He would get like leaders of field, get them tied into his cult. It was kind of like a blackmail system, and then he would just have them like figure shit out for him and like. Spit it back to him in layman's terms, so then he could then take that information and present it as if it was his own, and him come off as like an intellectual and all that.
Yeah, wasn't what's her name? Like, yeah, I do a lot of paperwork.
Yeah. In reality, they're like he's branding women,
That's
like branding them and like
crazy.
yeah. I mean, I gotta say maybe that's the most recent one. There's also that like wasn't there like a TikTok moms cult thing?
Was there?
Yeah, Mom Talk maybe. That was a cult situation.
That's wild. A mom talk? Let's kill all the males.
I don't remember what it was. I think it's Mom Talk like TOK. Like oh, it was the Mormon thing. It was that Mormon show that came out recently. I
The
think.
Swingers is what it says. Mormonism swings.
Mormon The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives or something like that. My girlfriend watched it. I think my mom watched it. Bro, they're like doing whippets and shit.
That's fucking crazy.
Bro, we got Mormon wives on Galaxy Gas and shit. Hell yeah.
This is probably the next one.
Maybe we do our next episode. Maybe because we're doing 2 episodes today. Maybe we watch maybe watch a World Economic Forum video, and we in between we throw on a video, we watch it, we see what Klaus Schwab has to tell us, and then we do our next episode just talking about that. We could do that. I was hoping someone had like a Hail Mary YouTube video to watch in between. But we could run up the WEF Foundation stuff, and I could dig through my my Reddits, see if I could find something good on that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a rabbit hole. I only listen to like podcasts that like when I'm listening to podcasts, they're talking about like topics like that. So that might give me some info on what the deal is with that. So we're at about. I mean, we're at 58 minutes, but we could cut this episode here and we could kick off the next episode.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, this has been this week's episode of Camp Cozy. Tune in next week to hear us lose our minds over Klaus Schwab. I've already seen Klaus Schwab. The fellows are gonna lose their minds. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh boy. Can I get a oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Later, y'all.
Later.